Not all exercise is suitable for everyone. To reduce the risk of injury, consult your doctor before participating in this or any other exercise program. If you feel any pain, discomfort, or dizziness, do not continue. The creators, producers, participants, and distributors of this program disclaim any liability or loss in connection with the exercise and instruction herein.
Welcome to Power Yoga Mind and Body. My name is Adrienne Reed. Today's theme is long holds. Let's go ahead and get started. Come on and step up to the front of your mats, guys. Go ahead and bend your knees, grasp your elbows and fall forward. And let's just start bringing awareness to your breath. Long inhales and exhales through your nose. Let your spine get nice and long. Let your head and neck totally relax and dangle down. And if you'd like, you can straighten up your legs. Get a little more out of your calves, your hamstrings, your lower back. Let's go one more breath here. If you've straightened your legs, go ahead and bend your knees slightly on a long inhale. Roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Take your time. Let your head and chin come up last. Go ahead and drop your hands down by your sides. And let's get started. Inhale, sweep your arms up, extend long from your heels to your fingertips. And exhale, fall forward, hinge at the waist, forward fold. Inhale, look up and get length in your spine. And exhale, walk or jump back into a plank position. Lower down slowly at your pace. Use the strength of your arms. Make sure your elbows are right by your rib cage. Roll forward on your toes into up dog. Let's hang out there for just a couple of breaths. Long inhales and exhales here. Chin up, try and just relax your shoulders and shoulder blades down. And then exhale, go ahead and float back into down dog. If you can get a push-up in, great. That's totally optional. If you can get a half push-up in and drop to your knees, that's excellent as well, or skip it all together, whatever feels best for you. Here we are in down dog. Your feet are hips width apart. Your hands are shoulders width apart. Your tailbone is floating upward. Let's go 2 more deep breaths here, guys. Looking good. And after your second breath, let's go ahead and bring your right foot forward, drop your left foot flat. Let's float up into warrior 1. Looking good. In this pose, your front knee should be right over your front ankle. Your hips are aligned toward the front edge of your mat. And your arms are upward and strong, but roll those shoulder blades back and down. We're going for long holds today. Let's hold this for 5 more breaths if you can. Try and keep your feet nice and flat so the back edge of your back foot is rolling downward. And try and keep your legs nice and engaged, especially the back muscles in your back leg. Let's go 1 more deep inhale here. And exhale, go ahead and float those hands into warrior 2. Actually, sorry about that. There you go. So get length from fingertip to fingertip. Try and roll those shoulder blades back and down. And if you just slightly draw the inside of your front knee forward, that will get you more external rotation in your thighs, more opening in your hips. Let's go 5 more deep breaths here. If your arms are getting tired, feel free to drop them to your waist. This is a good workout on your shoulders and your upper body as well. Nice job. Sink in a little bit further if you can. And exhale, go ahead and float those hands down to the mat. Let's go back to plank, down to chaturanga. Roll forward on your toes into up dog. Let's go 5 deep breaths here, long inhales and exhales. Try and engage every single vertebrae in your spine. Great job. And then exhale, go ahead and give a push-up if you can. Let's float back into down dog. 5 deep breaths here in down dog. Looking good, everybody. Tailbone floating upward if you're starting to feel a little warm. Let those armpits sink a little further down into the mat, a little further back towards your ankles. Hands are nice and flat, palms are spread. Fingers open widely. All right, same series on the other side. Let's bring your left foot forward, right foot flat. Let's float up into warrior one again. Front knee directly over your front ankle. Hips are aligned toward the front edge of your mat. Arms are upward and strong, shoulder blades back and down. Let's go 5 more breaths here, long inhales and exhales. Really sink into that lunge, so work that front leg. But make sure the back edge of your back foot is floating downward as well. Let's go 4 more deep breaths here. Looking good, everybody. Wonderful job. And after your 4th breath, let's go ahead and open up into warrior 2. Length from fingertip to fingertip. Roll those shoulder blades back and down. Inside edge of that front knee drawing forward just slightly. Get that external rotation in your thighs, opening in your hips. Let's go 5 more deep breaths here. Once again, if your arms are getting tired, just drop them right down to that waist. But try and work your shoulders as well as your legs. Looking good. Nice job. After your 5th breath, go ahead and float those hands down to the mat. Let's go back to plank. Let's hold plank for 5 breaths. Try and get length from your heels to the crown of your head. Push through, extend through your hands, through your shoulders. And then exhale, let's lower down to the count of 10. Take your time getting down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll forward on your toes into up dog. 2 deep breaths here in up dog. There you go. Rolling those shoulder blades back and down. And exhale, push up if you can. Let's float back into down dog. Let's go 5 deep breaths here again. Looking good, guys. Let that upper body be nice and supple, just draping from your hips down to your hands. Let's inhale, look up between your hands, and exhale, walk or jump your feet up in between. Inhale, look up and get length. Exhale, fall forward. And inhale with arms like wings and a flat back. Come on up. If you want, you can arch back slightly at the end of that. Bend your knees if you have to. And exhale, go ahead and release. Drop your hands down into namaste. All right, let's keep moving from here. Take a big step back with your right foot. Go about 3 feet apart, so not too wide. Keep your hips aligned toward the front edge of your mat. You're gonna wrap your hands around behind your back and grasp elbows. Or if you can float into reverse namaste. Let's inhale, look up and arch back. Give a nice arch back. And then exhale, go ahead and start falling forward slowly. Stop about halfway, check your hips, make sure they're nice and square, check that spinal alignment, and float the rest of the way down. Chin towards your big toes, lots of choices for your hands here. If you want, you can interlace your fingers and draw them overhead, and that will give you a shoulder stretch as well as a hip stretch here or a leg stretch. Nice square hips, draw that left hip back, that right hip forward. Let's go 3 more deep breaths here. You guys are looking good. I know this is a tough pose. And nice job. After your 3rd breath, inhale, come on up. If you want to give another arch back, go ahead and do that. Extend that chin upward. And exhale, go ahead and release it. Draw both feet toward the front of the mat. And same thing on the other side. Step back with your left foot. There you go. Wrap those arms around behind your back, grasp elbows, or you can float into reverse namaste. Inhale, look up, a nice arch back. And exhale, go ahead and fall forward. Stop halfway, make sure your spine is nice and long, your hips are nice and square. And then exhale, float the rest of the way down, chin toward your big toes. Once again, feel free to interlace those fingers and draw them overhead and get a shoulder stretch as well. But you're drawing your right hip back, your left hip forward, squaring off as much as you can. Let's go 4 more deep breaths there, looking good. Nice job. After your 4th breath, inhale, slowly draw your torso up. Give a nice look up and another arch back if you can. And exhale, go ahead and release, step right up to the front of your mats. Let's go for another vinyasa here. Inhale, extend, get long from your heels to your fingertips. Extend those arms upward. And exhale, fall forward, hinge at the waist, forward fold. Inhale, look up and get length in your spine. And exhale, walk or jump back into a plank position. Lower down at your pace. Take your time, work those arms. We're moving slowly today. Roll forward on your toes into up dog. And exhale, push up if you can. Let's float back into down dog. 5 deep breaths here in down dog. Long inhales and exhales here. Let your upper body totally relax. Let your lower body be nice and strong. Draw the backs of your thighs toward the back of the room. Your heels down toward the mat. All right, let's go ahead and bring your right foot forward, and we're going to float up into triangle. So you're going into a straight-legged stance. In this pose, make sure that your front heel and your back heel, you're aligned heel to heel. If you were to draw an invisible line, your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, go ahead and sweep your arms up, shoulders height. And then draw that right arm as far forward as you can. And exhale, let that hand drop down to either your shin, your ankle, the floor. Look right up at that left arm. Long inhales and exhales here. You're extending from your tailbone to the crown of your head, from your lower hand to your upper fingertips. We're going 5 more breaths here, so relax. Try and find the nuance of the pose here. Long inhales and exhales, drawing your torso long. Pushing those arms, try and externally rotate your back thigh if you can. All right, let's move your weight to your front foot. We're going to float into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. So your right arm is going to extend forward, and that left leg is going to pop up off the mat. Nice job. I got you, Hillary. 5 deep breaths here. If you need stability, keep looking downward. Otherwise, look upward if you're feeling strong. Push through that lower hand, extend through those fingertips. Try and square off and open up your hips if you can. And exhale, let's float back into that triangle position. Drop that lower leg. Draw that torso up, guys. Come on up. Go ahead and step up to the front of your mat. And let's vinyasa to the other side. Inhale, sweep those arms up, extend long from your heels to your fingertips. Exhale, fall forward, hinge at the waist, forward fold. Inhale, look up and get length in your spine. And exhale, walk or jump back into a plank position. Lower down slowly, take your time, work those arms. Roll forward on your toes into up dog, nice job. Hollow your lower belly, tuck your tailbone, chin up. And exhale, push up if you can. Let's float back into down dog. Let's go a couple of relaxing breaths here in down dog, looking good. Let those hips float back, let those heels sink in. And let's go for that same series on the other side. So left leg forward, right leg back. We're floating into triangle. Wide-legged stance, aligned heel to heel with your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, sweep those arms up, shoulders height. Exhale, draw that left arm as far forward as you can. You're deepening that hip crease. Drop that off to your ankle, to your shin, to the floor, whichever feels best. But open up those hips. Extend nice and long from your lower hand to your upper fingertips, from your tailbone to the crown of your head. If you can, imagine that you're shining your head behind your heart. Let's go 5 more breaths here. Looking good, everybody. Long inhales and exhales. Calm breath, quiet mind. Wonderful job. Long inhales and exhales. Keep that extension. And same thing on this side now. Let that weight move to your front foot. Extend your left hand downward. Let's float into half moon on this side. Same thing here. Extension from those lower hands to your fingertips. Let's go 5 more breaths here. Keep looking downward if you need stability and balance. Exhale, float those hands down. Just go ahead and float back into a triangle position. And inhale, come on up. And go ahead and step right up to the front of your mats. All right, let's keep moving from here. Inhale, sweep those arms up, extend long from your heels to your fingertips. And exhale, fall forward, hinge at the waist, forward fold. Let's hang out for a moment here in a forward fold. So open up your feet just a little bit apart, maybe 6 inches apart. Let your head and neck relax, let everything just dangle down. If you want, you can wrap your forearms around the back of your calves or grab your ankles. There you go, Shannon. Totally relax that head and neck. All right, let's go ahead and grasp your big toes with your 2 fingers. Put your thumbs right on top of your big toenails. I want you to inhale and extend your spine nice and long. See if you can even get a little bit of an arch in your lower back. So you're drawing your chin forward, your legs back, and extending that spine. Exhale, let's float that torso down. Use the strength of your arms, so flare your arms out. Use the strength of those arms to pull that torso down further. Let's go 4 more deep breaths here, looking good. Nice job. After your 4th breath, go ahead and interlace your fingers behind your back. And we're gonna draw your arms overhead for a shoulder stretch. If you need to bend your knees to make that happen, that's okay. Nice job. Let's go 5 deep breaths here. Try and relax your shoulders and shoulder blades. You shouldn't be fighting against them. You should be working with them. Long inhales and exhales here. One more deep breath and exhale. Go ahead and release those hands. Let them just drop right down next to your feet. And draw your hands to your waist on an inhale. Draw your torso up slowly, nice flat back. And release your hands down by your sides. Let's draw your feet back together again. Inhale, let's sweep those arms up again. Get length from your heels to your fingertips. And exhale, fall forward, hinge at the waist, forward fold. Inhale, look up and get length in your spine. And exhale, walk or jump back into a plank position. Let's go ahead and drop off to your right hand, right foot. Let's float into side plank, Vashisthasana. If you need to for stability, drop that lower knee. If you have a lot of strength, you can pick up that left leg. There you go, Deborah. Or hook that big toe and extend that heel upward. Let's go 4 more breaths here. Find strength and extend through that lower hand all the way into the upper body. And exhale after your fourth breath. Drop that back into plank position. There you go, Deborah. Let's go 3 deep breaths in plank. Working those arms and shoulders. And let's fall off into side plank on the other side. So left hand, left foot. Draw that arm upward exactly. You can lower that knee on the bottom if you have to, or extend that heel upward. Let's go 4 more breaths here again. Sorry if I threw you off on balance there, Deborah. If you are extended, try and open up your torso and shine your sternum on the ceiling. Nice job. Exhale, go ahead and float those hands down. Let's go down into chaturanga at your pace. Roll forward on your toes into up dog. And exhale, push up if you can. Let's float back into down dog. Let's go 5 deep breaths here in down dog. Long inhales and exhales. Relax that upper body. Let that back just float in. All right, inhale, we're gonna sweep your right leg upward and then bend your knee and pull it forward. We're gonna fall into pigeon. So right leg up and pull that knee forward right in between your hands. Let's float up into pigeon. Nice job, everybody. Inhale, look up and get length in your spine. Draw that chin up and arch back. And exhale, go ahead and fall forward. Nice job. Square off those hips. Make sure that back leg is nice and straight and strong. Length through your upper body, hollow that lower belly. Nice job, Shannon. Square that off just a little more if you can. Let's go 2 more breaths here, looking good. And after your second breath, draw those fingertips as far forward as you can. Let's go 5 deep breaths here. You are definitely going to feel more of an intense stretch across that glute. Just breathe through and work with it. Try and use calmness in the face of adversity. Use your breath to your advantage. All right, let's inhale and draw your torso up slowly. You're going to float your fingertips off toward the right-hand side. I almost said left there. Right-hand side. Try and elongate all the way through this side. Let's go 3 deep breaths there. And go ahead and float that torso up nice and slowly. We're going to kick right back into down dog. And same thing on the other side. So left leg's going to float upward and pull it right in between your hands. Let's float into pigeon again. Inhale, look up and arch back slightly if you can. Sorry guys. And exhale, go ahead and fall forward. Let's go 5 deep breaths here. After your 5th breath, go ahead and draw your fingertips as far forward as you can. Let's go for that elongated stretch. Same thing though here, keep those hips nice and square. Extend through your torso. All right, let's go ahead and draw your torso up slightly. You're going to draw your hands off toward the left-hand side. Get nice length all the way down your torso. Stretch through your rib cage. One more deep breath there. Looking good, everybody. And inhale, go ahead and float your torso up. We're gonna lay down flat on your back, so any way you wanna get there is great. You can swing that right leg around and lay down flat on your back. That's it for today. Let's go ahead and get ready for corpse pose. The final pose of class is the most important in yoga, called Shavasana. This pose is what you've worked the entire rest of the class to achieve, an exploration of stillness and action. As you lay here on your mat, allow your entire body to come to rest. Let your feet flop open. Let your hands drop by your sides with your palms upward. Close your eyes. Let your mind and body relax completely. The purpose of this time is to just be. Be still in your heart, still in your body, still in yourself. Try to remain in this pose for 5 to 10 minutes, finding health and harmony within. Thank you for your time and hard work. Namaste.
If you'd like to continue to improve your strength, stamina, flexibility, and balance, order Power Yoga for Athletes. This hour-long video is for yogis who embrace a more active lifestyle. Call 1-866-629-1591 or visit adriennereed.com. For tips and secrets on Power Yoga, visit WUSF.org and click on the Power Yoga icon. You'll find frequently asked questions and show information from Adrienne Reed.